Hey, this is Courtney Sheffield, your recruiter's favorite recruiter, and this is Free Korner. We are Free Korner. I'm going to call you Riri. Is that okay?
That's fine. That's
Korner.
You know me. It's Craver, but you know me, though.
See, get me together. Okay, so introduce yourself to the people.
Yes, I am Shauntoria or Riri Craver, and I am the Nappy Naturalist or the CEO of Unmatched Hustle.
Okay, Unmatched Hustle. Unmatched Hustle. Talk to us about that name.
Unmatched Hustle. So I got that name. Somebody actually gave me that name because I was kind of just telling them my story about, how I got started and everything that I was trying to do. And they was like, dang, girl, your hustle is unmatched. And I was like, ooh, that got a ring to it. And they was like, yeah, I think you should just take that and take off with it. And that's pretty much what I done did.
So with Unmatched Hustle, you see it. You see it.
Yeah,
we gotta let them see it. Okay. So you can do a lot of things with that.
Right.
So besides the clothing line, have you thought of anything else outside of that right now?
I'm a really big as far as giving back.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything, it's gonna be more community work with it. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole point of me even creating it is because I feel like as a black community, we're a little lost as far as what it means to hustle.
Talk about
you know what I'm saying? So I just want to change the whole dynamic of what it means because everybody is a hustler, but when you hear the word hustle, I don't want you to just think drugs. I would more want you to think of, you can do anything. You know what I'm saying? You could be a DoorDasher and have an unmatched hustle. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's just like, just changing the dynamic of what it means to hustle.
Okay, so that's not the only thing you do. You be out here slaying heads, okay?
Yeah,
you be tearing these heads up. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, okay, so I'm a pandemicpreneur. I started doing lots during the pandemic. And it was just one of those things where I had just finished a class, a free IT class, and kind of just was like, I'm going to get into that type of career. But I didn't really have the freedom that I wanted. And, having 2 kids, it's like, you got to work with however they have your schedule set up. So it's just like, I didn't have the freedom, and it's like, I'm tired of being a slave to this. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Like, so I just really pray to ask God, like, it ain't about the money. I just want to do something that I really love to do, and I want to have the freedom to be able to do what I want to do as far as my girls. So in me praying that prayer, God sent me somebody that I went to high school with to ask me. She asked me to do her hair, and I'm like, girl, how do you even know I do hair? You know what I'm saying? So I did her hair, and then I posted her hair, and then somebody else we went to school with, they turned around and asked me to do their hair. So it was like, okay, God, I hear you. This it.
Let's go.
So after that, because during the pandemic, all the shops was closed, so I started going to people's houses.
Yes.
And then somebody else we went to school with, Carrie Grace, shout out to her, because baby, she was like, you doing hair better than folks that's been doing hair for years. You need to up your prices. You need to get in the shop. And when shops finally opened back, I had started working at the specialist salon, and I've been there ever since. So, we going on year 5 next year.
I love it. So, where is that located?
It's in Irondale, right across the street from Hamburger Heaven.
And how can they look her page when you see these dreads? What is it? It's nappy. What is it?
The Nappy Naturalist.
Baby. I love it. So how can they get in contact with you?
Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. I'm kind of trying to veer more away from Facebook going into the new year because I feel like everybody know who I am on Facebook. And Facebook is more local, and I'm trying to get into selling products and having classes and stuff like that. So I want people from different states to come in and learn from me or buy from me and stuff like that. So Instagram and TikTok is about to be my new consistent,
Go follow.
Go follow. The Nappy Natural is definitely on Instagram because I'm finna go hard on there.
So these products, and her books are open January, right?
Yeah,
January
books are open.
Once you look at them pictures, I know you're gonna click. So you said products. What type of products?
Like, okay, so my thing is I want to, because everybody's locks are different. So I want to create a formula for everybody. Like, I'm gonna do test products on people for you to see, hey, if this works for your hair, then you need something to hydrate. You need something to moisturize. Just a daily routine regimen. So that's what I want to do. Create a product line that's geared towards your locks specifically. I don't want you to just keep using what everybody else uses, because some people locks dry, some people locks don't have a problem, and, you know, so it's just like me just formulating everything for your needs.
Oh, I love that. I love that. So let's go back to, you said you wanted something that could, what was your prayer to God again?
My prayer to God was that I want it's never about the money for me, because I can make money doing anything. You get what I'm saying? I done did resumes, I done sold plates, I done did AirPods. You get what I'm saying? I just wanted the freedom to be able to be there for my girls and also do something that I love to do. And I'm self-taught. I taught myself how to braid. I taught myself how to do locks. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like something that is gonna speak to my love language.
So something that you was passionate about.
Right.
So you took your passion and turned that into money.
Right.
God turned that into money for you.
Right.
I love that. I love that a lot. So we were talking about, you know, your kids. So you can have that work-life balance with them. How is that for you now? Now you're able to go as you please.
Right.
What does that feel like as a mom?
Listen, book busy and working after working, because they got me going now. Like right now, I have my schedule set to where I can get off early because I love to cook. So, and that's one thing that we all like to do together. So I get off early. I'm able to take them to school, pick them up, do homework, cook, spend time. You get what? I wasn't able to do this before. I had to depend on people to get stuff like this done. And it's like, I don't want nobody spending more time pouring into my kids than I do.
Talk about it.
Even right now, I deal with a lot of parents' guilt because I feel like I work so much, but I'm working towards a goal so that, because right now they're 10 and 11, and these are critical times as far as they're concerned. So eventually my goal is to homeschool them, you know what I'm saying, and they be working with me, you know, and me just teaching them about the business, because they always like, Mama, we want to create a business, we want a YouTube page, but I'm trying to tell them, like, this takes hard work. What I've been doing, this didn't happen overnight. You get what I'm saying? I had to be consistent to get where I am. So yeah, just trying to instill everything that I'm teaching myself in them at the same time.
That's powerful.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No. You passionate about your work and your children.
Right.
That's unmatched.
Right.
That's unmatched. You let it out. I love that. I love that. So your babies, and then like I have to tell my kids too, it's not always going to be like this. Mom and I going to always have to be on the go. I'm doing this now, so eventually we're going to be right here. We're going to be on the beach and whatever we want to. You know, it takes time. And then what I also instill in them, and I can tell, you know, by your passion that you instill that into them about the time. They're not going to forget about the times you help them with their homework. They're not going to forget about, you know, those intimate moments. That's what matters. And they see you working. Right. And they watch us.
Right. They watch us.
So I love that. I love that. So, a little dibble, you know, I'm trying to be a little nosy just a little bit. Is you in love?
Listen, do it. You see the glow?
I see it. You know, I didn't see it. You're glowing real. Right.
Yes, ma'am. I am happily in love. I am.
I love it. So, how long have you guys been together?
We have been together, it'll be 2 years in February, but we have been knowing each other for years. So it's kind of like right time, right person, right place type of thing.
Okay. So how does that work? Like for as being, because people don't understand, it's a lot being a companion. It's a lot being a mother and an entrepreneur. And you're doing all of it like what?
Look,
every day, all day.
Every day, all day.
You don't have no off day. So what does that feel like? How do you make time for love?
How do I put my phone down? Yeah, like putting my phone, when I get home, it's like, it's family time. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to be hee and ha with everybody on social media all day, but when I get home, it's family time. When I put the kids to bed, it's our time. When we wake up in the morning, it's our time. So just making sure that I'm giving everybody, it's never equal attention, but you know, the amount of attention that they need as well as attending to myself.
I love that. I love that. So, do you guys have like scheduled date nights? Do you make time just for y'all, or it just happens?
Everything is impromptu. He like, let's do this, and I'm like, let's go. Like we, for Christmas, he took us to Smoky Mountain Park to go see the Christmas lights. You know, so it's just like, that's why I like being an entrepreneur so much, because it's like, if I want to do this, then that's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? And I always like to plan ahead anyway. So it's like I set my schedule to how I want my life to go. I don't let my schedule run my life. You get what I'm saying?
That's it. That's it. I love that. And so being an entrepreneur, what is that? I know you said the freedom. You have the freedom, you know, where you're able to, but what does that mean to you? Like outside of, and because I heard you say community, you want to do something for the community. So being an entrepreneur, what does that give you outside of freedom? Or is that the only thing, was that your only goal? Because I know once you get in, it can change.
I ain't even free yet, Courtney. I'm free, but I ain't free as I want to be. Free is me doing what I want to do when I want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm working, but I don't want to be working. You know what I'm saying?
What you say?
I don't want to be working, but I wouldn't feel right if I didn't work at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to be doing something to be productive. Like, I feel like my ultimate purpose is to teach. You get what I'm saying? Whatever that may be. But I feel like I'm not a holder of information. So anything that I know, I'm willing to share my resources. So I just want to show people that it's possible. You get what I'm saying? Regardless of what it may look like. You know what I'm saying? As long as you utilize your resources, because like I said, I took a free class to do IT, they gave me a job, I moved from IT, and then I started doing what I want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything just aligned itself. So if I could just teach people the power of alignment and just knowing like obstacles gonna come, but as long as you got a plan and you stick to it, who cares? You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep going forward. You gotta isolate yourself. You gotta pour into yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't saying that you gotta cut everybody off, but you have to prioritize you. Because until you help you are no good to nobody around you. You know what I'm saying? So this year, like 2024, like I said, I'm going into my 5th year doing locks. And I've been working hard, but I'm finna work harder than I ever worked because that freedom, I see it.
Man, I told my sister the other day, I said, babe, I feel it in my toes.
Listen,
it's here.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here. I love it. So, I have enjoyed you. Is there anything else you want to say to the people? Because I just feel it like this. We dove into your love. Like, we dove into you as a mother. And that's important for people to know, like, I'm not just this person behind doing dreads. I'm not just this person behind unmatched hustle. I am a person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And most people, our clients, they don't understand that. And I know you're not supposed to cross that, business and personal, but it's good for them to understand that I am a person.
Right.
I'm not just a machine.
Right.
I need a moment. So that's what I want to ask you. What does your moments look like?
They happen. Like, I just had a moment, and it was totally random. You get what I'm saying? But like my friend told me, rest is productive. You know what I'm saying? Even when you feel like you're not doing anything, sometimes that rest come even when you don't need it to. But it's like I had to tell myself that even when I'm resting, not to worry, because everything is still gonna get handled. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like those moments is just like taking time for myself, quieting my mind, because it's always on go. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
so quieting my mind and just staying focused and remembering the goal and just listening, most important, because if you don't quiet your mind, you'll never be able to hear God speak to you. You get what I'm saying?
Talk to the people.
That's why I love it. In the showers, that's where I do my best thinking, my best idea. Listen, in the showers, don't talk to me when I'm taking my bath.
I'm not gonna go, but see, it's hard to gain on listen.
It is.
Mom, but I'm telling you, it's like God downloads everything I need for the week when I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
Every time, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. So quieting your moments, like, okay, shut off. And then it's good to have a mate and children that understand. Like, your babies are getting older. So that, look, mommy need a minute. So that's amazing.
Like when I tell you they're the sweetest girls, they help. When I tell them, like, hey, we need to get the house together or whatever the case may be, they be like, okay, mommy, after about 2 hours, they get a little answer. But for the most part, they know, like, we need our house to be clean so our mama mind can keep, where I explain everything to them in detail of why this is important as far as even the business is concerned. You get what I'm saying? So, look, if I ain't cleaning, I'm working. If I ain't working, I'm loving, I'm nurturing. It's something.
It's something. But you gotta make sure you get that time in for you.
Right.
And then, like you said, I love your friend. They said rest is productive. Because my friend, he recently told me, he was like, Corey, you gotta rest. He was like, you gotta rest. And one thing about me, if I don't rest, God will shut me down.
Oh, yeah.
Shut me down. Do you hear me? It's so now I'm getting better, friend, if you're listening. I'm getting better to where I'm sitting down and actually, Court, you need a minute. And not feeling bad. Because us as entrepreneurs, I don't need to be laying down. I don't need to be watching TV. No, yes you do.
Yeah.
You need a minute. You need to stay productive, but you also need a minute.
Yeah.
So,
and fasting from social media is important as well. I be telling people all the time, like, people be trying to make it seem like they're not addicted. But if you're opening your phone and the first thing you're doing is logging on to social media, you're addicted.
Yeah.
So fasting from watching other people, because that's all we do. You get what I'm saying? Anyway. So just fasting from that and getting yourself together, like, yeah, you want to live how everybody else living, but at the same time, it's like, you got to tap into you. Because until you get yourself together, you ain't never going to be able to do this stuff. Being intentional. You get what I'm saying? Making a real effort. We say that we working, but a lot of people, they're not putting their best foot forward.
No.
I'll never get on social media and cry about support or nothing, and I'm barely posting my work. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just like being consistent, being intentional, making a real effort to, I don't just post no heads. When I post, I try to do things to make me stand out, to show people why they should choose me as far as being a loctician is concerned. You know, because everybody do locks.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But I try to post content to show people why they should choose me to do their hair.
And your content is everything. And you know, like I know, if I see it, I know it's your work.
Right.
Because how you post and how you do your content, babe. I know your logo. I don't even got dreads, but I know it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's powerful. So keep that up. I love that. Being intentional is everything. And then even when you're fasting from social media, post, like you can schedule your posting because you still need your your content out there, so you can shut down, because when we focus on ourselves and what we want instead of what it looks like on social media, then we begin to identify with us, and then we begin to tap into our purpose.
Right. Because
you don't want to just do it and think, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm going to open a boutique. I'm going to do this just because such and such is doing it. You need to do it with your passion and what you love and what you desire to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, start from the beginning. Like, I started all the way from the beginning. What makes me happy? What makes me sad? Like, and now I'm just being more intentional on every day doing something that makes me happy. You get what I'm saying? Cooking with my kids makes me happy. Them telling me my food good makes me happy. So I'm gonna make sure that I get in that kitchen and we spend that time together and have that real talk one-on-one, or me asking them, or opening that door for them to ask me questions, because I know they young and curious and stuff like that, and just talking to them about what they have going on as well, treating them like they're real humans instead of just, you know what I'm saying?
That's so important with our kids, because one thing about me, I don't hide anything from them, and I explain everything, because I want you to hear from mommy versus you gonna get it either way.
Right.
So when you hear it, you're not shocked, because mama done prepared you. We can't prepare them for everything, but we can instill everything that we went through into them.
Right.
So I love that. So what would you tell somebody out there that's looking to become an entrepreneur?
Do it. I mean, it's as simple as that. I feel like if God gave you the idea, He gave you the vision, He gonna give you the clientele, He gonna give you the customers. It's just you simply putting yourself out there and being you. Yes. Nobody else. Don't try to do it how she did it. Do it how you want to do it. Yes. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody who is really somebody, like my favorite entrepreneur is Pinky Cole, because she got out there no matter restaurant burned down, still doing it. Yep. And now she's so set to a place where she can give back. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, if there's anybody who I look up to as a role model as far as entrepreneurship is concerned, it would be her.
Every time she get hit.
Every time she keep going. It's like, it's no giving up in this. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm in year 5. I have been being an entrepreneur longer than I've worked any job. So something is working. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, it's going to start off slow in the beginning, but I promise you, if God gave you the vision, everything else is going to fall in line. Yes, everything else.
I love it. So again, before we leave, tell them how they can get in contact with you.
Get in contact with me, booknappynow@gmail.com if you want to get your hair done. The Nappy Naturalist on Instagram, or Shauntoria Craver on Facebook.
Okay, awesome. But what about this unmatched now? How they can get some of that?
Look, we took a year off, but let me tell you something. 2024, you might see me on the billboard.
Okay. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love what you're doing. Like, I really admire your hustle. Like, I promise I do. See you guys in 2024.